rush B, hope for the best. Lucas to lead the charge here, jumps out the window. Not that much CT presence, actually allowing him to get to the side, but it's going to be coldzera to find the first frag. Looking for a bit more here, Henny fights back though. Up to Taco to find another kill, but can't happen. Actually going to be coldzera stuck towards shore, trying to deny the plant here.
Zero. Smoke going down in front of him, won't be able to retake quite so easily. Fallen will hold off on the window. They're being very patient to allow Fur to get information on a flank out of apartments. Henny's already spotted him, tagged in. I do like that we've got 10 Brazilians going at it in the server. It's Fallen with damage, but he's got a number of people facing him. He needs his teammates to get in position to try and take some of that distraction away as he gets a shot onto Steel, but he'll go down. It's KNG, the new boy, that's going to do so. He's going to follow up and take down Cold as well. Round done, I'm afraid, for Fur, or is it OHP? Give him a chance, but it would have been a rather tall order with no kit.
So SK there, not too much presence towards the B side of the map. They're actually focusing from the kitchen and towards the short area as well. coldzera got the initial kill, but at that point he was locked out of the situation. KNG finding 3 kills there in total, like I said, the new boy, and seems to be his best foot forward there in the pistol round. They'll be picking it up. To be a force buy in return though. SK Gaming certainly the favourites in this one. It's obviously a bit of a rough ride for Immortals, recently losing FNX and not having a ton of time to practice with KNG. I'm not really sure to expect of him. I know he's a main AWPer, which is weird considering they've got Henny in this lineup as well. How those roles kind of flesh themselves out is yet to be seen. This will be felt out towards the top middle, do some decent damage there. Fallen trying to do what he can with the scout as well. To do a bit of damage, we'll be falling back. Lucas is pretty comfortable at this point. And in terms of the setup overall, the Eagles CZ not really going to be pushing tremendously aggressively. I mean, they've got Taco who's made it all the way towards the end of B halls as well, but KNG once again finds another kill here. That's 4th of the game so far. In round number 2, takes down Fur, and a 5-4 now. With over a minute remaining, they can slow things down, but looks like they want to actually commit towards the A side of the map.
Oh, cool.
Right.
That is quite a shot, isn't it? With the Deagle. His head equally sore as Phelps gets one on the AM. This is great from SK. It's not done yet, though, because Cold's on 13. And the bombs, although on A ramp, going to be given some space because Steel has pulled them away. In fact, 2 players have rotated. They only really need the 1 kill on A, and they should have access. Henny's going to go searching for it. It is Cold, and he's underneath in shadow. Is Henny going to get rid of the Galil and go to the AK? Steel, looking down. I thought Fallen could have slipped through as he was doing so.
Yeah, 30 seconds now. Bomb still on A ramp. 3 kills to find here. They get the bomb down, that certainly boosts their chances.
They know it's A because they never got all the way to B, and they haven't heard a plant yet, which means it would have planted by now if it were at that position. So they're getting back. Steel be sneaking in, gets the shot on Cole, but he got Henny beforehand because he was in the open, back exposed, 8 seconds. Good round from SK.
Absolutely. Very good round there. The CZs and the Deagles and the Scout, of course, have fallen. Didn't have to do too much work there. It's Immortals that got their first pick as well. KNG managed to open things up, but then coldzera with the Desert Eagle, he came to life and took that player down at Tetris. And then at that point, Immortals looked a little bit lost. They didn't want to actually fully commit. They had separated players across the board there and started dropping one by one. It's going to be a force buy in return, though. Very common in CSGO at the moment. Round number 3 coming in. Deagles, Tech-9s, PD50 still with the UMP as well. Decent buy for SK. They have got a Galil and an M4 and the UMPs to work with as well. Some decent damage from the T side, though, towards middle there, taking Fallen and Fur down to about 70 HP apiece. But for now, Steel in hand gets dinked, but only does 7 damage. So.
Somehow. Mysteries of CSGO, brought to you by Valve. Co-written by Hidden Path. Narrated by Henry G.
And Sadokist.
Illustrated. Moses O2.
Got to get him in there somehow.
Absolutely.
Every time.
Daddy needs dimensions.
Yes.
Flash over, is it? Yes, indeed. Taco's blinded completely by that. A second one follows up, makes it worse. He has to back away quite far. And he can't make it to safety. Bolt is able to get the kill. KNG does the same. This is a really good entry from Immortals on the B side. A flank coming in from the apartments almost immediately as Lucas with the Deagle sits on the ledge. And he's going to peek out perfectly around. Done already, I'm afraid. I don't think there's any chance, and I think SK's realized it. Fur fancies a little bit more, so Fallen will investigate further. He's spotted at least one in checkers. I don't know that he spotted the second player hugging the wall on the left. Bolts is in the corner, but bomb's been ticking for a while. Kit on Fur. And he's not quite revealed. Now he is. Shot through. Low HP, but he can't commit to it because there's a crossfire set, and I think they're going to have to back away still. Yeah, Fallen's already long gone. They're exiting in through the checkers. Fur, he wants to try and slip in late, but can't do anything of the bomb.
Well, it seems like Immortals have found a weakness here. The armor perhaps for SK Games with that B side of the map. To be fair, finding another kill there, but the round is over. The bomb explodes on the B side. And it was another force by there from Immortals. Gives them the lead here 2-1. We're going to round number 4 now. It's going to be a little saved by Fur. They've got an M4 as well. Looks like a force by coming in return for short. That's the kind of world we live in these days. If you have a couple of gun saves and you have at least 2k available per player, you can buy into it with the UMPs. And we'll see what round number 4 holds here. Immortals, certainly underdogs here. I guess it goes without saying you'd be considering SK the favourite going into this best of one. We'll see whether they can find the second victory of the day here. They're almost stomping Cloud9 on Cobblestone earlier. 16-7 victory. It's going to be Lucas, though. Nice shot from him to take down Phelps towards the window area as well. What a clean frag. He gets taken down to 31 HP, but still alive and kicking. 30 left, and this is a dream scenario. The problem is for Immortals here, only got 2 smokes remaining. They have got Molotovs to work with here, but back towards B they go. Like I said, that seemed to be a weaker part of the map. Taco does try and get at least into the B apartments, I can see right now. He's actually at the end of it. Not the best position with the UMP. That's like 1 kill, then you're going to be battling for a second, maybe do some damage, but unlikely you're going to pick it up. Especially if a Molotov lands at his feet. Let's see if that happens.
Jump out, patience. Taco gets ripped apart by Steel, though. Fur, meanwhile, is going to start to push up the stairwell.
Well, this force buy didn't really work out for SK at all. Lost that first frag. It was Steel to open things up, and Lucas chimed in as well. And SK haven't really had a response so far. And he finds another, just cold 0 now. Last player remaining is in the mail room. Might get this frag here. Good shot from him with the UMP to take down Steel. But that gives away his position as he's trying to survive at this point. I think SK have to be eco into the next round. The 4 spies do subside, and it's going to be 4 players surviving from Immortals as well. They'll be very comfortable here. And there it is. The bomb will explode once again. B side is a bit of a problem now for SK. That's 3 rounds where they've actually given the round up has been towards that side of the map. UMP does manage to survive into round number 5 here, but they can't really justify anything more than maybe a couple of PT-50s purchased with it. So very unlikely that SK make a dent in this round. Immortals, though, 4-1. Best of 1 on a Mirage. And it was interesting, the conversation the guys are having on the desk, saying SK don't really know what their best map is at the moment. They're kind of up and down.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, like the fact is they think that sometimes they go to tournaments and what they think is their weaker map, they end up beating everyone up. And then, like we said, Train was so strong for them for so long, and it seems a little bit shaky these days. It's not as strong as it once was, potentially, especially on that CT side. I guess the addition of Phelps, it's not the same lineup it was, and we'll see whether... It's kind of interesting, right? Because FNX, obviously for SK, they play for Immortals now, not on either of them, and here they are.
Steel just waiting to see if anyone will push the smoke on Catwalk. No one doing so. If Immortals beat SK and put them 1-1, then we've got a very interesting group, do we not?
Yeah, Group A is nuts. And Immortals, we did like a pre-game discussion last week, and we didn't think they'd make much of a dent. They've always been an exciting team, but up against SK, you didn't think they would really stand a chance. But here we go. It's Henny in the B side right now. Only got 1 player to find. That's going to be Taco, and he's only got that silenced USB. Doing a very good job of surviving so far, being a bit of a nuisance. Could actually knife Henny if he wants to, and didn't actually have the opportunity. Had to go for the USB spread out to stay, and didn't work out for him. Henny finds him, and it's going to be Steel now, who will spot on a player towards Sandwich. That's going to be Cold Zero dropped by Bolts before he has a chance.
SK, though, does get 1 kill in the hands of Fallen on Bolts. Don't expect much for the rest of the round, aside from saving the AK. That's the intended goal, as Fur wants to do economic damage with his PT-50. He gets found by Lucas and Henny, working together. Not quite Siamese, but they're pretty close in this round. And they'll sit to babysit the bomb to make sure there's no chance Fallen slips in for a ninja.
Not this time. With no kit, no armor, just that AK. He'll just be holding up with the AK-47. 4-1 comes in for Immortals, though. So let's have a look at the cash. For SK as a whole, they've got just over 4k per player. No AWP available. That's a bit of a problem now. Fallen saves the AK-47, which is great. You might want to drop that over someone like Cold Zero. I'm not sure, because keep it himself. Buyers coming in. I guess he wants to keep his money strong. He doesn't want to invest too much. He's obviously going to be the main AWPer going forward. But as for And Taco down to SMG said, not looking amazingly comfortable. Henny, okay, that's the kind of question we had going into this one. Is KNG going to be picking up the AWP as well? Where does the roles lie in that respect? Looks like Henny will be the main AWP in this map at least. Smoke's coming in. It must have been a miss throwing a smoke towards window. You can see it beneath Fallen there. Will be given an opportunity to find the first frag. That's a bit of a problem. Looks like a full execution though coming from Immortals. 4 players on that side of the map as well. It will be Lucas patrolling towards the top and middle. Smokes presumably deployed momentarily, and KNG seems to be quite the professional rifler. Takes down third to kick things off.
Oh, good shot from Phelps, though. To respond, he's got 2 bombs dropped inside of the site. They've got to commit to try and grab it back. Fallen as such is trying to be on the pounce and slightly ahead of the curve to make sure they can't grab the bomb so easily, but Steele's pushed him back in toward the connector. Doesn't win the duel, though. Fallen is better positioned for it on the M4. Lucas, meanwhile, will continue to try and get all the way out towards CT. Crossover spots Fallen. He drops down. That means there's going to be a swing out. Good read as he get Phelps. Can he get more than that? Nearly does. A dink.
Wow.
And that allows Henny a great shot through Ticket. But he's still got a 1 versus 2. So as pretty as it is, his chances are still hindered slightly. He's got bomb. He could wrap all the way through and go to B.
Yeah, he can do that, but Fallen 1 step ahead of him. He's actually in the B apartment right now. He knew that was a possibility. So trying to limit the options here overall for Henny himself. Fallen now inside the B site. Decent position for him. Henny still has options though. He could go for the vent. Actually decides to commit towards B as well. Fallen, this comes down to timings as well. Who gets caught out first? Fallen in a great position now on the bomb side corner. Finds him, takes him down. Great play by him. Traditionally, the CT and 2v1s want to be sticking together, but I think they knew if Henny, with the AWP as well, managed to get that bomb down the other side of the map, it's not worth it. They might as well try and deny that. If he gets that plant, he gets towards short, for example, they don't have the nades ready to shut it down. So that was a nice play by Fallen. Phelps,
so good.
Really good play from CT Spawn with that M4A4. Double AWP set up now for SK. This is what we have been expecting to come in. Still plenty of money available for Immortals, of course. They still have 2 grand on KNG. They will be broken off this one if they lose it, though. Double Molotov towards Connector. Allows Lucas to get a bit closer.
Should be a window. Lucas in Connector, meanwhile, has a teammate with side width, and Fur somehow gets them both through the smokes. You would have thought he was gone.
Yeah, absolutely. Somehow gets away with it. 2 kills, didn't even take any damage. Pretty good.
So Fallen with a tight angle to hold. Oh, well, that's easy, is it not?
A bit too easy.
Steele just goes nice and slow, backs it in, line it up,
Presents
and
himself.
stop there.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Oh, okay, Bolts. Well, he's got something to say about this round. Still giving his team a chance, but finds his 3rd kill of the round, shuts it down. Just gonna be Henny now. He's got the bomb towards top and middle, and 4 kills to find. He's gonna have any chance of winning this one. I don't think he'll be given an opportunity to get the plant down at this point. Using flashbang, it's team location window. Phelps, great teamwork there. It's going to be 4-3 now. We did say if Immortals do not win that round, they're going to be eco. They've got about 3k per player, and SK starting to send their teeth for now. It's going to be 4-3, 2 rounds in a row for the SK side. Here's the replay of the antics from fire and that smoke. Not too bad at all. Gets 2 kills and 3 in total.
Yeah, certainly a good job done. Ooh, nice, tight, close 85 mil, maybe?
Yeah.
Angle.
Yeah.
That's Charles. Maybe you went with the 135 f2, nice portrait lens. It elongates cheekbones, Henry.
I prefer the C96 myself, but yeah, that one's fine.
No idea what that is.
You're not an expert, so I didn't expect that.
That's all right. Carrying on, moving swiftly on. Fallen inside of the corner, gets overwhelmed and run down, but he did find a kill on KNG beforehand. Still curious to see more from KNG throughout the course of this event. Phelps is going to be in good position to not only kill everyone, but defuse the bomb. Bomb plant does come in, though. Yeah. Worthy of note.
Yep, absolutely. Didn't take that much investment to get the bomb down there. To get 1 kill as well. Not too bad. Taking down Fallen, who got 2 kills already. So they should be able to get a nice full buy here, but SK closing the gap now. 4-4. And we'll see them keep rolling with this double AWP setup. Just a note as well, we saw Cobblestone earlier. Taco was the secondary AWP, but now on Mirage, it still seems they stick to their traditional setup with Fallen and Cold Zera. At one point, I think you could, maybe even still till now, consider the most deadly double AWP duo we have in the game. Obviously, Guardian and Simple comes to mind, but their current form, that's not really coming to fruition. Same story for Shox and Kenny S. They have their up and down games as well, especially against Cloud9. 16-7 was that? 16-4, I think actually it was. So, kind of insane. Here we go. Round number 9. I think too aggressive coming from the CT side. We have the 2 players towards the B side, I was about to say, doing the boost there. It's going to be Fallen though to find the first frag, taking down Bolts.
Taco inside of B.
Yeah, so Taco's boosting up Coldzera. So Taco watches towards short the AK. This setup becomes a lot more viable when you have an AK-47 on the player beneath. Obviously, he has one tap potential there. If he's got the M4, you can still do it, but you don't feel as comfortable with that range.
Yeah, that's a great point. Good shot, KNG. Faster than Fallen as he takes him down, peeking out from CT stairs.
So he's got the orb this time, not Henny. So they're mixing it up as well.
Position for patience. Knew the back was turned. No sense spraying and missing those final few shots. Have the off turn and snap back on you. So Lucas will get in return, though. It's Phelps that catches him before he can get to CT and wrap toward the B side. If he could get there, he pulls the players from checker well back out of position. But now they're still close enough to the site. They'll be able to shut them down potentially on entry as Steel gets in toward the van. Quick check toward, make sure bench is fully clear, but there you go. Cold's got the lineup. Henny's making a lot of noise. They're already in position, and SK picks up a 5th round.
Yeah, SK there. Great job. Falling to find the first frag, and then it all unfolds at that point as well. KNG found an AWP shot in return, but one by one, funneling towards B. Immortals didn't really have a chance in that round. Didn't get a plant down again. So it's going to be 4 rounds in a row for SK Gaming. 5-4 is the overall scoreline. This is the best of one if you're just joining us. SK did manage to pick up their first victory against Cloud9. It's their second game of the day, the Brazilian derby. And Immortals have stepped to the plate so far. They got 3 rounds in a row after winning the pistol as well. So as you can see, illustrated on your screens right now. It's going to be Tech9's Desert Eagles and a couple of sets of head armor as well for Steel and Bolts. This suggests a full A execution. You can see them set up on the minimap right now. The smokes come in. It's not going to be full execution. I think there'll be a few gaps in it, and Phelps managed to do some damage there before the bomb can make its way to the site. Yeah, you can see there's a bit of vision there for Fulham. Quite a lot.
Yeah, but there's so many players as well that when he peeks out, he's taking damage, so he can't get too complacent. Does manage to get the shot on Bolts and bomb denied. Yeah, tons of vision. It does work, but they nearly get the plant in either way. Good clothesline from Steel. And I think he's going to, I think he's going to run with it, but at the same time, window, there you go. Taco's already there.
So, SK still back there, secondary AWP, and Immortals there. No bomb going down this time. There was the execution, but I could see there wasn't enough smokes for the full one, like I said, so that CT spawn area, bit of a problem. They were hoping to maybe overwhelm Fallen once again, but he managed to stay alive and find the frags required. 6-4 now. No tactical pause coming from either side as of yet. It's going to be Henny back on the AWP this time. Double up set up once more. Taco and Coldzera heading towards B. Do they do the same boost? I guess they probably do. They haven't been detected on that side of the map just yet. And that's where Immortals are finding all of their success towards that B side of the map. So the same boost coming in from Taco and Coldzera. And Henny looking towards short. That gap in the smoke always allows him to see if the CD wants to maybe explore the idea of trying to find that first pick.
Nope. Quick pre-fire and let KNG to get closer. Fallen waiting very passively with the AWP for if he peeks out underpass side. Phelps with his back turned. Needs to be careful. Spots him and gets a shot in, but it's Fur instead that pops out to get the kill. He's going back across the flames though, and Henny's there waiting.
Yeah, nice play there from Immortals. Forcing Fur out of position. And it's going to be Henny to take the final shot as well. 4-on-4, still just under a minute remaining as well, 50 seconds to be exact. Only one smoke and Molotovs left. They need to find another pick here. And they're edging their way back towards the A side of the map, still trying to be a bit of a nuisance towards B. Just chucks smoke and he'll be bailing out of that. Just trying to hold a rotation that side of the map as well. Fallen though, similar idea. He drops a smoke on the A ramp. You can feel the time ticking away now. He's quite close range with his AWP. I'm not liking this position a tremendous amount. He wants to fall back to CT, but Henny takes down his teammate. This is looking like a very difficult round now for SK. Fallen needs to reposition very quickly now. Yeah, just in time.
Just in time indeed. Flash over the top. Fallen AWP. Try and watch default. They're already around to triple. It's Cold. Gets Steel. Holding off. At least getting the information. But it's SK getting the kills that are important before the retake. There's kits on all 3.
Fallen and his teammate Taco actually deciding to go join the teammates in jungle. So they'll be going for a connector as well.
Oh, and he had to hit that. He still manages it. He's got a chance for another, but he gets desperate, loses track of where Fallen landed. If he hit the first one, you got to give him a real shout in that argument, but
if he hit the second, I was done.
Yeah, that would have been absolutely ridiculous. Bolt still has a slight chance. He has to hit the first, can't do it. Fallen's there, and it goes to 7 rounds for SK.
Yeah, I don't understand what they're saying, but the full caps lock suggests they're going mad.
Yeah,
that shot from Henny. My God, if he got the second as well, I thought he was going to do it. That'd have been the player of the tournament so far. We've only had a few games, but this was sick. This shot, oh my God. If he hits a second as well, can you imagine? You can see he kind of gives up that, but he's kind of just like, well, I'm not really going to put any effort into this. I'm just going to spin my mouse around and click and hope for the best, but almost worked out.
Yeah, Well, the problem is he landed on his head.
Yeah.
So the axis gets locked, right? You can't. What is that? X? I can't remember. X, Y, whatever one switch. Your vertical axis gets locked. That's why, apparently.
Yes, it is. Okay, well, Furb gets the first kill. It's going to be a fast A-sided attack here. We call it a contact play. He was going in, hoping for the best. You're not really deploying much utility at all. We'll get the bomb down here, but they've lost 2 frags in the process. It's Henny to find one more with the AK-47. 4 on 3 now. The retake begins, and SK not wasting any time. But good flashbangs. Henny might get the double spray down here, but can he find... Well, it's KNG to find the first kill. And he's fully blind as well. Yeah, should be it for him.
Steel gets Fur back, but he's in a 1 versus 2. Bomb still ticking. Taco finds him. SK starting to add up the rounds. They're getting bomb plants. That's not the issue. I say that. They've gotten 2 in the last 4, and now 3 in the last 5, I guess. But they still can't hold it off.
With the maximum loss bonus, it means at least they can keep buying with these bombs going down. So money's not a problem, but 8-4 after being up 4-1. That's actually going to be 7 rounds in a row for SK. They starting to look a lot more comfortable now after those initial blunders toward the B site. You have to say though, Matt, we mentioned at the start, Immortals found all their success at the B site, and they've seemed to kind of shied away from that now. Let's just go back there, shall we? Let's just go back to the B side. That's where we found most of our success, and we keep seeing this boost from coldzera and Taco, and they haven't actually had a chance to use it yet. Fallen this time though, pushing out the connector. Decent nade towards B side. I think that's where we're going to be heading towards now. So it makes sense, right? You're getting completely run over at the A site. Let's try towards B. I don't think they were setting it up still. I think coldzera was just ready.
Well, he nailed it either way, and then they dropped off it. Cold's going to find another on bolts again. He holds up in the window. That angle's so strong when it works like that.
You're strong.
Not anymore, really. I haven't gone to the gym in a while. Not that I ever really did, to be fair. We can pretend.
Not that I ever did.
Haven't been there since birth.
Yeah.
coldzera's going to take down Lucas. SK add 1 more, make it 9 total.
Indeed. Well, SK there. They are looking strong, you're right. coldzera, they were just about to get that boost, and coldzera was just about watching the apartments, managed to get a few kills in there. Shuts it down. Immortals did try that luck towards B once again. This time, not so successful. Double all set up. As soon as SK started rolling that, they've looked impeccable. So, Fallen and coldzera still on those weapons. Another eco here from Immortals. I guess you can call this a partial buy. We've got 3 sets of armor, Tech-9s and Deagles, but only a couple of smokes and 4 flashbangs. It's going to be another A-sided attack here. They have managed to take down the likes of Fallen and get a plant in, like we said before. Let's see whether they can keep that consistency up here. Smoke go in, flashbangs as well. Well, just doing some damage here, yet to find that first frag.
And good shot on Steel as he did jump by and make it to the stairwell. Oh, look at the flash. Lucas in the corner, nowhere to hide. Took Phelps a while to find the shot, though. That let Henny capitalize. Another bomb plant, but I'm afraid it's going to be another round SK. It seems that way. coldzera makes it true, makes it 10, and Immortals struggling to get a 5th round. We know 10-5 can do on this map.
Yeah, for sure.
11-4 can as well, but still.
Well, they get lots of money into this one after taking a partial buy in the previous.
They're going parachuting like you guys did in Australia. They've got the harnesses around the legs.
Yeah, just in case. You need to jump out of a plane. Got the gas mask on as well.
That's just in case they're in a small room with me.
Yep. I could have used one of those over the years.
Yep.
Well, Henny trying to get this first pick. You can actually do that if you have a really good spawn on the T side. You can sometimes catch the CDs crossing if you wear it to see him not jump across, but he goes for it. Doesn't work out for him, but KNG, he's got the secondary orb. The first one, they had the double orb set up on the T side. He finds another pick here. He is a main orb player, if you're not familiar with him. He came from Red Reserve, I believe, and was the main orb for that team. But that's why we found it interesting, him moving into Immortals. Didn't seem like the most logical pickup. I've heard he's an amazing talent. I haven't cast him before. Looking forward to see what he brings to the table here in the Pro League Finals.
Taco into the wall. KNG smokes off Cat late. It does indeed come highly rated. He's off ready, but not quite fast enough to find Fallen to get underneath the smoke. And he gets away just in time as Steel walks out from underpass. He chases it, and Fallen, light strafe jump, takes further damage. The problem is he goes then down to bolts. He walks out from apartments. Palace, I should say. This looks like a great round, at least at surface level, because there's problems underneath. Lucas is on 9. There's kits and sufficient nades on both players on the CT side. Smoke off still on jungle means Cole's limited, at least for now. Flash over. Gets Taco to go in first. Needs to get to the top of the stairs and confirm off Firebox as he gets a Molotov in position. Then his teammate can push through jungle regardless of the smoke. Cole's going to go in slow with the AWP, but look at the positioning from Henny. Perfect! Or is it? He's missed the shot. They go for the repeat, thankfully, because bomb was not planted for that position. Immortals will pick up a 5th round.
Yeah, just about. Bit dicey towards the end there. Henny missing that key shot. But like he said, even though he misses the shot, coldzera still has to reface him because the bomb's ticking away. He needs to try and take that frag down. But overall, Immortals, 5 rounds after going up 4-1. Wasn't quite enough to only get 5 in total. I still think SK run away with this one. But still, we still have a game on our hands here.
We do indeed. Brazilians head-to-head. I'd like a barbecue. We'll be right back in the second half.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Lenovo Legion, Xfinity, ESCA, Pay Safeguard, Mountain Dew League, Logitech G, and Zowie.
So things going well for SK to go up to 0. They were a little slow to get started in this one.
Yeah, once they got the double AWP set up out though, that's when they looked very comfortable. They're running away with it. You have the boost coming in, a bit of aggression as well. Fallen and coldzera hitting all the shots. That tag team AWP duo seems to be firing on all cylinders, it seems.
Firing on all cylinders in the double ops. Big, large chamber. Don't know how I'm linking this all together, but we're going to get back into it.
This is why you're the best.
That's what Thorn says, but he's also a ginger, so he has no soul.
Okay, so just throwing him under the bus.
Yeah, thanks, Thorn. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
You've been very kind. This is how I repay you.
Well, here we go then. The second half begins. Immortals now on the CT side, and of course SK on the T side. One smoke and a Molotov in the hands of Fallen. That's quite common. The in-game leader getting the utility on the pistol, and no upgraded pistols really across the board. Everyone with the Glocks on the T side, and the USPs and P2000s on the Immortal side. Headshots coming in though. It's going to be KNG. It's a bit of a dink there, better from the Glock, and nice pins there from SK Gaming to find him eventually. They might fully commit here. They might slow things down. They've deployed the smoke, which suggests it will be the attacking sort of mentality. Where's the smoke being deployed to? I can't see the minimap at the moment. There it is towards connector. Makes sense. Now they'll go towards B. And that's where they've got one player waiting for them in the form of Steel, and he'll be going down. Henny could find a kill at the same time though. Great shot by Phelps.
Wow. Phelps indeed. Drive by on bolts. Goes back for a little bit more. Henny gets in position on the other side of the vents, but he's locked off and time being bought. He'll go down eventually. Confirms he's still there at the very least. As the B bomb site fully occupied. Man advantage is where Henny must go with his brother. Venture into the unknown, and the unknown has a greeting party that's quite well set up for exactly where they came at checkers.
There it is. KNG getting aggressive there at the start of the round. Pushes up towards top and middle. Gets dinked at the start. Desperately fighting for his life. He's by himself. Had no backup from his teammates. Gets pinted from underpass as well. That gave the signal for SK Gaming to send Phelps in towards the window area. One smoking connector as well. Takes the vision away from the CTs. B split coming in. Players in apartments and coming up short as well. Shutting down Steel, who's waiting for them. Not really much to retake. Could bring for Immortals to getting a couple of frags. That's all they've really got. Force buy here. Not fully committed. KNG and Henny not buying up. Suggests we're going to see a double AWP set up from them as well. So that's going to be an interesting note going forward. That's when SK Gaming really got into this one. They buy a Deagle there for Henny. So still substantial investment. $700 of that weapon. And in terms of the SK buy, no 5 SMGs this time, but a couple of AKs and a MAC-10. There it is, doing some work. Still finds Phelps in the process though. And he might put a double kill here. Things fallen, but gets taken down in the end.
Cold.
Flame punch though.
Yeah. We got thrown off by it. You can see it. For taking Lucas puts us to near the close, to be fair, despite that we're just getting started really on this half. But 2 straight rounds was exactly what Immortals needed for themselves rather than SK. Upgrade for Fallen?
Are you a fan of LA, Matt? Do you like it here?
Yeah, I don't mind it. Traffic's not great, but it's...
Jason hates it.
He does. Yeah, he does. I think he hates the traffic the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I like that it's rather eclectic and divided into its own cultures, and weather's great. Light's very crisp. Bird. There's a quick, clean sweep. Phelps helps out, but Bolt swinging out from underneath does well until Phelps finally had us enough of that. He'll close the round himself. You know, I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I think it's the heat would be too much for me. As you guys probably can't tell on camera because the makeup lady's amazing here. I've actually got like the most insane tan lines going on my face right now. Like I wore a baseball cap. Like
It's pretty ridiculous.
8 hours in the sun.
Actually incredible.
And I don't usually tan, but actually, I guess I haven't really tanned. We're more red than anything. But I've got these amazing tan lines, and I'll upload a picture later. You can see how bad it is. Pretty shocking. Means I'm pretty much guaranteed to be lonely for the next 2 months, maybe.
Yeah, it's okay. I've seen worse, Henry, but unfortunately, usually that was like somewhere that could be covered up by clothing.
Yeah, right.
Yours can only be covered up by the same problem by which it was
by the
created.
hat, and just keep making it worse.
Exactly. Fallen takes down Henny. Things are going pretty straightforward in this gun round for SK, although it's not clean cut exactly. Now it will be. Ooh, distance to Bolt. It's good damage on Fallen, but he goes for a repeat on 4 HP. And it's now 14-5 for SK.
Yeah, that's a problem. The double AWP setup comes in. Fast play there from SK Gaming. Assertive refragging is coming all over the place. And although Immortals were finding kills, it's SK Gaming overwhelming them. So pick your poison time map. We've had this many times before. Do you full eco and allow SK Gaming to get to match point? Doesn't look like that'll be the answer. They will be forced buying into this one. If they allowed that to happen, it would take 10 rounds in a row just for overtime. I don't think that's really an option here. So have to force buy. And after what seemed like a good start, they were up 4-1, remember, as well. We find ourselves at 14-5 here. Difficult round for Immortals still. UMPs, one of them gone now. Bolt gets dropped through the smoke. It's going to be a 5-on-4. Just like that. Bird doesn't look like he'll be slowing down him. Wants to jump into the window. Right clicks a nade in there first. And will be Henny waiting the other side. That's a bit of damage from the HE. Gets himself on the right-hand side. That's not a bad position. I don't think they'll check that necessarily. We'll have a look. Nice idea from him, at least. But even if he gets 1 kill, it gives away his position, and he's almost certainly going to be refragged. So let's see how this pans out for him. There you go. Gets a 1 kill, so how did he get out now?
Yeah, Fur looked that way and then looked away.
Oh, the smoke helps.
That does help. Thanks for leaving that behind. He may actually get more from this because Phelps has gone in but can't find him, so he's going to go around instead. Can't really afford to sit there and be found. It's good positioning from Phelps if he makes it all the way undetected. If they don't track him down, they're going to. Oh, which way is he looking? We can't see it. His back's turned. Henny went right behind him. Didn't look. So he had no idea. And now Phelps is unsure of where he wants to go.
But he's got so much time, and he's in an amazing position here. They have no idea he's at this point. So did he go towards B and get 1 kill and force a rotation, or did he go for the backstab on A and almost get almost guaranteed 2 kills? So we'll have a look how this works out for him. Looks like he's opting for A. There's 1 kill. He wants to find the second. Oh my God, what? Lucas.
I think Phelps may... yeah, that's interesting. Either Henny called it, there's a chance that he got through, and he checked it at the right time. There was no noise, but either way, some inclination. KNG will take down Cold Zero. Sometimes in an arena, when you've got a crowd that just goes loud, you don't know what, you can feel the vibration. Right. You don't know what they're cheering about. Everyone checks usually. So sometimes you get that where someone will turn around. Obviously, there's no crowd in the group stage, so that's not it. And he takes Phelps, though. It's down to a 1 versus 1 versus he and Fallen. Bomb planted, but he knows where Fallen is, and Fallen's limited. He's stuck on the site. Flash doesn't catch any, so he can't move off of it. Tags him, though, to 13. And he's got himself a fighting chance. As Henny gets closer on the AK. Head shows. Fallen wins it on the Tech 9. We go to map point.
Fallen that. A little bit too smart for him. 22 kills for him. We said he's had a resurgence recently, looking in great form here so far in the Pro League finals here in LA. The players are in Dallas. For anyone who's unaware, we're in the Burbank studio of ESL. Here's the replay of the moment that could have been very promising for Henny and co, but they can't quite win the round. The 1v1 eludes them, and it's going to be round number 21 and match point for SK Gaming. 4-1. Immortals are up. It was looking like, okay, this team can make a bit of a dent here in this tournament, but looking too great right now. It's almost guaranteed to be an SK victory. Number 21, and they've got UMPs and M4 and a Desert Eagle for Lucas. He also has the Incendiary and the Diffuse kit. Need to be actively trying to find frags here and upgrading their weaponry, but let's see if they can get anything rolling here whatsoever.
gets taken down, obliterated by Phelps. KNG does hold true, at least with one on the UMP.
He's been decent, I have to say. Hard to judge in this sort of scoreline.
Gets a little bit aggressive, yet here's our judge. He'll be found by Phelps, who's done well. He's got to reload, though, get his head down. They don't know if there's anyone on underpass, so Steel is in a great position with Taco so low. How does he hit that with an AWP? Excuse me. As Fallen takes Lucas, it is just Bolt's remaining chance. He could win this still, though, with the HP as it is. He's got tons of utility down in front of him, but Cold strikes first, and we go 16-5.
We do indeed. What looked like a promising game at the start there.